Hello, and welcome to Community Connections here at SCAN. I'm your host, Tom Hayes. I'm Director of Customer and Community Relations for New Jersey Natural Gas, and happy to be the host of SCAN's wonderful Community Connections. Today we have another wonderful and special guest, Miss Gwendolyn Love, who's the Executive Director of Lunchbreak. And Gwen, it's always a pleasure seeing you.
My pleasure, Tom. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Certainly. I know it's hard to get in on your calendar and your schedule. You know, you're always running around doing all engagements and being out there all the time. So we appreciate your being here, and I know our viewers are going to love what you have to say today and all that. So I've known you for, I'll say, decades.
Decades.
I think, let's see, I don't know, I'm going to guess about almost 30 years ago we met, and you were 3. At the time, 3 years old. That's
good
very
math.
good.
Absolutely.
But it really is great seeing you again. And we're here to talk about Lunchbreak, which is an amazing organization, and you do an amazing job at that organization.
Thank you.
So maybe tell our viewers a little bit about Lunchbreak.
Lunchbreak. Well, Lunchbreak, my favorite topic, first of all. We were established in 1983. We're located on 121 Dr. James Parker Boulevard in Red Bank. Lunchbreak provides many programs. We're up to about 22 programs now.
Wow.
We started 1983, as I said, just serving a nice hot lunch for those in the community that needed a nice hot meal, and it just kind of went from that to the pantry, providing pantry meals to folks, and then we started with the adopted family, which is now our holiday meal program, giving kids, that need toys during the holidays. And we've really gone from that to giving out clothing and our Suited Up program for those who need clothing for special occasions or going back to work. We have mentorship programs for young boys, which is also a culinary program. So it's really cool that they're learning a culinary skill as they're also preparing meals, and they're learning life skills basically. We have a mentorship program for women as well, which is a nice fellowship on Saturday mornings. They come for breakfast, but they actually collaborate and talk together, and we have different speakers that come in to talk with them. We have a homebound program for mostly seniors, but it's actually for really whoever is shut in Red Bank, and we limit it to the Red Bank area. So we have so many programs really that we went from just giving out pantry, food in a pantry, to actually people allowing to come in and walk in a client choice pantry, which is pretty amazing and very exciting for our clientele. So
it is an amazing facility.
It is.
And you have really literally blown the doors off the place in terms of expanding and all that. I know that. And you said, so 1983 is when you started. So is that about 35 years ago now?
35 years. We're celebrating 35 years this year. A lot of different activities planned throughout the year to just kind of like bring awareness to the fact that we've been there for a long time, but also for all of our services. We've started out with a kickoff in March, which is the official month in which we were created. But all throughout the year, we're going to have all types of activities. We've got different chefs coming in, preparing meals for our clientele during the lunchtime. We have a big picnic coming up that we always do in August, but this year is going to be even a bigger picnic because we're celebrating 35 years.
That's great.
So yeah, we're very excited about that.
No, that's great. And so 35 years ago in March, the organization started, and who was that beloved person who started the organization?
The beloved person that started the organization was Mrs. Norma Todd.
Wow.
And many people still remember Mrs. Todd, the many years, 25 years as the first executive director. All that she did to make it what it is today, really. All the fellowships and all the friendships and all the people that she reached out to help organize this. And it was Mrs. Todd, but it was also about 30 other people that really came together to make this, form Lunchbreak. They saw there was a need in the community, and they came together and they organized this. They went around and reached out to individuals such as Sickles and Food Town and all these places and said, we need to start this. We need to do this. And it really was very grassroots then, and 35 years later, it's still very grassroots.
Right.
We still depend very heavily on the community, and not just Red Bank, but all of Monmouth County, because we serve all of Monmouth County. So we still, depend on the community at large to help us to run Lunch Break. We, in terms of food donations, in terms of volunteering, in terms of, clothing donations. I mean, all of that is still
Right.
very, very community supported.
Right.
Yeah.
I know we've been involved with the gas company forever, and it's an amazing organization, and you've really grown it in terms of the additional programs. I mean, Norma did an amazing job keeping it alive and flourishing all those years and starting to grow out a little bit, but you've really taken it to many other levels over the years.
Thank you.
I've watched you take that baby and turn it into a whole family of services and all that.
Thank you.
So that's great. And I know you talked about some of the other services, but
Yeah.
you said there's 22 different services that you're providing now.
Yeah, we do.
And I've been to the location. I've seen like where you have the clothing. It's like a little boutique, right? People can go in and actually, pick out clothes that is right, set for them or something they like, their taste and all that. It's really remarkable what you've done there.
Thank you. I think what we've gone to is, and I appreciate the accolades, but it's a huge team effort because we have a wonderful board of 21 members who are very active and very involved and very passionate about what we do and why we do it. And I also have a wonderful team of staff, and there's over 2,000 volunteers that come through our doors throughout the year. So it really is a huge team effort, and we have grown, beyond, what was first started. When I first came on, we were open 5 days a week, and we just served the lunch. And now we're open 6 days a week, and we provide a breakfast as well as a lunch in our soup kitchen. We also have community dinners, during on Friday nights. We've opened the facility to allow other organizations to use it. So the Red Bank school system uses the dining area Tuesdays and Thursday evenings for a tutoring program for children in the area.
Excellent.
So we also have a cooking class for children that are from 5 to 12 years old. These are boys and girls.
I could probably use that, by the way.
You
My
would be
wife,
amazed.
I'm sure, would tell you that I could use it.
You would be amazed at what the kids prepare, and the great thing about that particular program is that it's on a Wednesday evening, and the meals that they prepare are served the next day in our soup kitchen for the community. And
That's
so
nice.
they're learning about giving back, and which is very, very cool. It's
And
really
it's one
very
thing
cool.
to learn and to be preparing the food, but to know that it's really going to be utilized the next day has got to be special for them.
It's very special for
they're
them.
really preparing a real meal. It's not just fun and games. It's the real thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
I really do need that class.
Well, we'll hook you up. Come on.
I have the mentality of a 5-year-old. Is that okay? Can I get in
What
there?
we'll do is we'll have you as a volunteer to assist the children.
Right,
and you
but I'll
learning
really
at the
be
same
learning.
time.
There you go. I like that. That's good. That's good. So, who do you serve in general? You mentioned it's really open to all folks in Monmouth County, but typically, right, it's your folks that just need that extra hand up. Some people could be maybe every day, and some people could just be hitting a hard patch, right? That kind of thing. So.
Absolutely. So geographically, Red Bank, Long Branch, Neptune, and Asbury are where we're getting, I guess I would say, most of the volume from. But as far as where we serve, it's really all over Monmouth County. We have people from Kingsburg and Freehold and Bradley Beach. I mean, they're really all over, even into Ocean County, Toms River, Lakewood, Bricktown. They're coming from that far.
Gotcha.
But in terms of who we serve, the circumstances, you're absolutely right. It's all those who are working 2 and 3 jobs. These people that are pumping your gas, they're serving you at the restaurants. They're in the nursing homes. Those are your certified nurses, aides. I mean, these are people who have multiple jobs who are really struggling, and even though they're having 2 and 3 jobs, they're really struggling to make ends meet still, because most people really are. You get your car. If you have a car, you have a transmission problem. Well, you're
that
done.
Throws you,
You're done. For some people,
right.
you're absolutely done. And just the money's needed for transportation back and forth to work. If you're using public transportation, I mean, there's so many struggles. The utilities, costs, the insurance. But we're in a very expensive area, Monmouth County, New Jersey, period, and so people are really struggling financially.
Right.
And even though I'm always looking at what they're saying as far as the statistics, as far as the job, how many people are
unemployment unemployment
the
levels
unemployment
and stuff,
levels
it
and
seems
all
to be
that.
getting a little bit better, but there's still a lot of people who need
It's still
it.
a lot of people, and the thing is, these people that are getting these jobs are part-time positions. They are not paying them, quality, wages,
Right, and
and
benefits,
the
a lot of
benefits are
times.
not there, and they're really struggling. So, and you could have that job, you can be successful today, and tomorrow if the hours are cut, or tomorrow if the hours are not there,
Right.
you're going to come to lunch break,
Right.
seniors, and which is, I'm so glad
People
to be
on
able to
fixed
talk
incomes,
about
right.
this at SCAN, because we have a lot of seniors, more and more seniors
Right.
are coming to lunch break for food,
Right.
for food and clothing,
Yep, no, it's really
and
tough.
the fellowship. And the fellowship. We have people that are coming there, they're home alone, or they're in an apartment alone, or they're
Right.
in their one room alone, and they're coming for the fellowship, the community aspect
social
of
setting
it.
is great too.
It's very
yeah.
important.
I know I've been there at times when you're serving, and it is a great environment.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Everybody's happy. Everybody's treated with respect. It's like
Absolutely.
you welcome, you come on. It's almost like being with your family and all
That's
that.
exactly what it is,
It's
exactly
It's a
what it
combination
is.
of being with family and a nice restaurant. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
served and treated and all that sort of thing.
Exactly.
But everybody's one big happy group there.
Absolutely,
So that's really
absolutely.
nice. And you do a
Yeah.
great job in making
Yeah.
sure that continues. That spirit has
Thank
continued
you.
all
Thank
those
you.
years.
Yeah.
So now, folks want to financially support your organization. What's the best way they can do that?
Well, there's multiple ways. They can either, we're on the internet, lunchbreak.org, and so we have, the donate buttons like everybody has. We have
Right.
those as well. But you can always walk in. We're there 6 days a week. You can walk in. We have a donor office, which is very nice and staffed by volunteers.
You got a great team.
Absolutely, you can do that as well. But you can write a check, credit card, whatever it is. You can even call, or we can take your credit card information over the phone as well.
And you can donate items and all that. I know
Items.
we've donated a few vehicles, which
Yes,
I know you use to
have.
go all over the
We-
place, right?
yes.
And what do you do with the vans? Like you pick
Yes.
up, that's used to pick up items or to deliver stuff, or both?
We pick up food almost every day
Yeah, right,
from
okay.
a lot of restaurants, grocery stores,
Right.
that are donating food for lunch break. Also, we
great.
pick up and purchase, and so we're picking up, but the bulk of it is food, but it's also clothing as well.
Right.
One of the vans that we have is for clothing, and so we're picking up clothing items. We have areas where we actually go to and set up clothing to give away as well.
Nice.
So
that's
we're doing
perfect.
that. We have one of the programs we have also is a mobile food program that every Thursday we're at a different senior location in Red Bank.
Right,
And
right.
and we're providing produce, and so our vans are going out to those very senior locations to provide the produce to the seniors.
Great. That's great.
It is great. Yeah.
That's excellent. So again, if people want to get a hold of you, tell us the website again.
It's www.lunchbreak.org.
Okay.
Our telephone number is 732-747-8577.
Okay, so people can get you get information from you if they
Absolutely.
need to that
Yes,
way.
they do.
That's
Yes,
good.
they can.
So we've only got about a minute left, but I know you said you have a wonderful staff, which I know you do. You have wonderful volunteers,
Yes.
and you mentioned you have a wonderful board.
Yes, I do.
right? So
Yes.
you've got triple threat there,
Triple threat. Yes, absolutely.
which is great. And then I know you have a gala coming up in the
Yes.
is that going to be in the fall?
It's coming up in October 26th.
Okay.
It's going to be held at the Battleground Country Club, where we're going to also honor some wonderful people that support us, as we did with you, with the gas company. And
pleasure.
you can get information from our website. You can also, same phone number, but just ask for Jill Gaudier, and she'll be more than glad to send information out. It's a great time, and it's
I'm
one of our
sure.
major fundraisers.
I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun,
Yes.
and again, you guys do a great job no matter
Thank
what you're
you.
doing, and
Thank
including
you.
the gala. I'm sure
Thank
it'll be
you so much.
exciting.
Thank
but
you.
but it's wonderful that you do all the great stuff in the community, because it takes a community to help each other, right? And we all
Absolutely.
have those rough times in our lives.
Yes,
so
we do. Yes,
it's
we
great
do.
that you're there to help.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Gwen, we really appreciate your being with us. I know it's amazing how quick this time goes.
It does
but
go quick, but thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
I really appreciate SCAN and your support as well. Thank you.
Scan appreciates you. All right. Well, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. And thank you to our viewers for watching us so far. And we're going to take a commercial break, and we want to see you come back after that. Take care.
The Save Green project provides New Jersey Natural Gas customers with rebates and financing options up to $19,000 for energy efficiency upgrades and whole house solutions to help you offset energy costs and save money. You can use these incentives to replace your HVAC system, water heating, and improve the comfort of your home with proper insulation. Plus, by participating in an eligible Save Green program, you can receive a free Ecobee 4 smart thermostat valued at $249. We've helped over 49,000 customers invest in energy efficiency upgrades to save money and improve the comfort and value of their homes. To find out how the Save Green team can help you, call 877-455-NJNG or visit savegreenproject.com.
Hello and welcome back to Community Connections. Again, I'm your host, Tom Hayes. And for our second segment, we have another wonderful guest. It's Eileen Higgins, and she's the Chief Executive Officer of the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore. So Eileen, welcome.
Thank you, Tom. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. So I know things have been like a whirlwind for you with the Girl Scouts and all that's all you're involved with. So we do appreciate you being able to take the time out to be with us today. So since we're talking about that, let's get right into it, right? So tell us a little bit about the Girl Scouts.
Well, the Girl Scouts has been around for over 100 years, and the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore is one of 112 councils across the nation. Okay. And we have about 10,000 girls, wow. 4,000 volunteers, adult volunteers. Wow. And we work with the girls of Monmouth and Ocean County to get them involved with skills and badges and camping and all kinds of fun things.
It's amazing. It's such a wonderful organization, no doubt. I know I have a daughter. My wife went through Girl Scouts. I have a daughter in Girl Scouts. Just amazing all the things that girls can do and learn. And you know, I always say the scouting really brings in like the wholesome part of being a good human, right? And it's nice to have an organization that focuses on that, especially for girls. Yes. You know, which is great. So. Remind us of the various ages that girls can be to be a Girl Scout.
Well, to be an official Girl Scout, it's kindergarten. We start with daisies, and we go through an ambassador level, which is the seniors in high school. Okay. So they can really be involved. There's a young group that we get them involved pre-daisies, but primarily it's daisy through high school graduation.
Okay. Gotcha, which is great. Now, I understand that you will be rolling out some new badges. Is that correct?
Yes. So Girl Scouts has tried very hard to stay current and to keep our girls, to have them learn the skills that they're going to need later in life. So we've realized that there's quite a number of jobs around STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Right. So there's we've rolled out, our national CEO is a rocket scientist. So we've rolled out a bunch of new badges and 3 journeys. A journey is something where you do a whole series of badge work in one day around STEM. We have a partnership. Girl Scouts has a partnership with Raytheon and has whole bunch of cybersecurity badges coming out in the fall. Right. Okay. So we'll be partnering so the girls can learn skills on artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, to be exposed to all of these things, so that when they get to high school and into college, that they might try something different than what they might have been exposed to. Okay. Gotcha. There's also 22 new financial literacy badges, so that's to teach the girls. It's primarily around our cookie program, but to teach the girls the skills on how to budget, plan, save, even starts talking about retirement as early as all of our badges are age appropriate. You're talking to the daisies about retirement already? we probably don't spring it on them that young. And then there's a partner with the North Face company, and so there's going to be 12 new outdoor adventures, which are on top of the 52 that already exist. And these are going to include mountaineering, mountain climbing, all kinds of outdoor adventures. Nice. So we're really excited about all the new badges and the new experiences the girls can have, and the ability to partner with companies and other organizations to bring all of this to the girls, to partner with other subject matter experts in the community. Right. SMEs, as we call them in the gas company, right? Subject matter experts. That's great. That's that's exciting to have all those new badges coming out, and it's also exciting to be working with a big company like North Face. That's pretty exciting, especially when it's outdoor stuff. Yes. So and we were doing some of the STEM work is with Salesforce. So really, some very big companies are involved with Girl Scouts. That's great. So when we talk about outdoor
stuff. Tell us about the camp programs that you run.
So the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore has 2 camps, 112 acres in Farmingdale, and 60 acres down in Waretown, Camp Amity Acres.
Okay.
We have planned summer camp programs that are about 10 weeks each, and so girls can come for a week or they can come for the whole summer. We have the counselors. We're always gearing up for that. And then year-round, our camp facility, except for the very dead of winter, is available for troops to come do troop camping, to do what's called encampment. So a bunch of different troops will get together and they'll take over the whole camp, and they'll learn how to make food in a box and cook it in a box.
Nice.
A skill that they might need at some point in their life. Not one I've found that I needed.
I'm sure
but
my wife would send me over there if they
Yes.
learn that skill.
And we have canoes, and we have a canoe team that comes out of the camp as well, and we're looking to actually bring some STEM into the camp this summer.
Nice.
So working with Erickson to bring some STEM into the camp, and again to expose the girls to some things that they might not normally be exposed to.
Great. And again, the STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yes.
Right? That's great. So when you bring all those elements into the program, that's great, because we want to encourage everybody to get involved with sciences and technology and all that.
Yes.
But young ladies in particular, it's just wonderful to really get our young girls to know that they can be anything they want to be, including scientists and doctors and all those engineers, all those sorts of things.
Right.
So that's great. That's great that you do that work. So I know, the Girl Scout troop stuff and then the camps and the badges are all great, but for those of us that, there's another part of what you do that we really enjoy, and that's cookies.
Yes.
And I know you brought some cookies today. Unfortunately, we can't eat them on set.
Right.
And that's probably a good thing for all the staff that are behind the cameras, because otherwise I'd eat them all.
Right.
So they're probably happy that they're not available for us at the moment. But Girl Scouts has always been a big, the cookies have always been big with the Girl Scouts and the community and all that. So tell me how that whole thing works.
Well, it's actually the largest girl-led entrepreneur program in the world, and it teaches. It's a program. The girls are taught how to set their goals. They'll work towards selling X number of cookies in order to do something. So some girls will sell in order to go camping. Some will. We had one troop that sold enough cookies so that they could buy a 3D printer, so that they could do some of the things that they were learning in other areas of Girl Scouts.
Right.
And it's really a program where, from daisies to ambassadors, they're taught age-appropriate goal setting, finances, how to talk to people, how to negotiate or have to speak to a person and sell to them.
Right.
So it's really lifelong skills that girls
Sure.
need in order to be successful, and it's all done through a program. And we do it typically in the spring. Most of the councils in the country do it in the spring.
Right, gotcha, which is great. That's
Yes.
such a happy time of the year when those Girl Scouts come knocking on the door,
Yes.
or you see them, at the stores or wherever, and you have that opportunity to get those Girl Scout cookies.
And in the
Thin
last-
Mints have to be my favorites, as they are
Mine
for
too.
many, and all that. But you've got a wonderful variety, and I know you keep rolling out a different cookie, not every year, perhaps. I don't know,
Right.
but I know, was it s'mores or something?
S'mores was
yeah,
about 2 years ago, or
I know
2
my
seasons
cookies.
ago. Yes. And then the last couple of years, they've actually added an online component, so the girls are able to sell them online. But it's more than selling them online. They learn how to set up their own website. They learn how cybersecurity, how to do this in a safe way, how to approach the right people. So
great.
it really is a program that teaches the girls quite a number of different skills.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Now, I know the Girl Scouts can go for the badges and all that, but they have the awards and all that. So what's the highest level that a Girl Scout can achieve in her efforts?
Our highest award is the Gold Award, and the girls traditionally will do a Bronze Award, which they do as a troop. A Silver Award will they do as a smaller group, and they can do that individually. And then the Gold Award is the highest award to receive in scouting. And the girls there do at least 80 hours of work.
Wow.
And have to, one of the very important parts about a Girl Scout Gold Award is it has to be sustainable. So the girls cannot do something that's a one and done. It has to be sustained and ongoing once the girl is finished.
Right. So that mean like something that somebody could sustain. That the girl doesn't obviously have to sustain it for the rest of her life,
Right.
but it's something that could be sustainable, so that so somebody can take up the baton and keep it going.
Yes.
And, that's great.
Yes.
That's
So-
excellent. So that's wonderful. So do you have any examples of some of the projects that you've seen over the years?
Sure. So I just heard about a bronze award recently about a troop in the Rumson area that did the girls were made aware of all the programs that are done for seniors around snow removal, and they realized that maybe some seniors would like some involvement during the spring and summer. So there was a garage sale day for the whole town, and the girls got involved and went over and helped seniors set up. And what was supposed to be a one-day event, they actually ended up turning into 3 days. So they went prior to the sale to help them set up, during the sale to help them set up, and then after to help them break it down.
Wow.
But the girls also realized that this was something that they could do and get other people to be involved with, and to get involved with the seniors. And they truly both parties had a great time. The
That's
seniors
excellent.
appreciated it and appreciated the girls coming, and then the girls made some great friends.
Wow, that's nice.
And then for our Gold Award, we have some girls that are doing some education in India on female rights. So they actually go to India,
Wow.
and they're teaching the girls there how to advocate for themselves. We have one girl who bought a 3D printer and is creating with the 3D printer prosthetic limbs for children who don't have the funds to create them, to buy them.
Wow.
So they're really amazing projects that the girls do.
Amazing.
Yes, and we are nationally trying to get the word out. The Gold Award has been around for over 100 years, but it doesn't have the recognition that we believe it should have.
Right, gotcha.
So we annually have a Gold Award event, usually in the spring, the late spring, and recognize all of the Gold Award recipients in the council area.
That's remarkable. That's great. There should be a national, some sort of program that at least acknowledges the different awards, or some of the top awards, like you just mentioned. The prosthetics and all that. So that's really remarkable.
Yes, yes.
That's really cool. So it's great that they can do such great things. Now, if folks wanted to reach out to you, what's the best way that they could do that to get in touch with the Girl Scouts?
The best way would be to reach out to through our website, which is JerseyShoreGirlScouts.org.
Okay.
And I know I speak very quickly, but JerseyShoreGirlScouts.org.
Okay.
And once you go to that, there's all kinds of links to the other things we do. There's links directly to our camp pages, and our phone number is on there as well.
Great. That's great. So that's good. It's a lot of good information. It's good to know all the different programs that you have. And I would imagine if folks want to look at those programs, they could find them on your website,
Yes,
right?
they can.
And get that information. And again, the ages, the different ages is great. And it's always great to get your girls involved, whether it's your daughters or your granddaughters, whatever it might be. Getting them involved with scouting is really, really important. I think it's one of the best organizations that our children can be involved with is scouting. So kudos to you and your organization. I know you have a great team there, and one of the things I want to say, I know you're fairly new with the local chapter with the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore, but you're doing a great job, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
And we encourage folks to reach out to you, go to your website, and we really again appreciate your time being with us. It's amazing how fast it goes.
Yes,
right?
it does.
So again, thank you for your time. Good luck in the future with all that you do. Keep those cookies coming. And to our viewers, we appreciate your time with us today, and we hope to see you back in the near future. Take care from SCAN.